Good morning. This is September 3rd. On behalf of PV Alerts, giving you those alerts you want, but the training you need, I'm John Zidars. Today, right now, we are taking a look at the plays that just finished at 10 a.m. in the morning today. These are stocks we looked at yesterday, looking for perfect setups, so to say. Looking for stocks that were surging, that were tearing it up at the end of the market right up to the bell and got stopped. And then today we anticipated that those stocks would continue to climb, and those were the ones we were looking at. Waiting in the first 60 seconds, judging what's going on, and picking one of the stocks on the list, whether we've done some DD or the numbers just look good at that moment. And then placing a bid in above the price so that the price hits us and we snag it like a moving car going by and get a free ride. And then we get out by 10 in the morning at the latest, 10:05, because that's when the market starts to make some changes. It seems to be across the market like an entire body of water. We also get out at 20% or more. If it jumps, you see a big green bar, sell. You can only buy on limit orders. So you have to pick a price so we get ahead of the price. But you can get out at market. Market will take whatever price is at that moment. So when I see the bar jump 70%, I sell. I have my order set up. I click that button and I'm out. Maybe it drops in the middle of my sell. That's what happens in the first minute or two, up and down real fast. But if it went up to 70 and I got out at 40 and I'm shooting for 20%, I'm happy. I'm very happy. So let's go take a look at the list we generated yesterday and see what happened today. So I use Thinkorswim, that's TOS, trading platform to do all of our screening, charting, searching, everything. It's a fantastic platform and it's free. You can get it from TD Ameritrade. Just sign up for an account. That's free too. You don't have to trade with them. Just sign up and you'll get this for absolutely free. This is the list we generated yesterday, the stocks we thought would run this morning. Boy, what a surprise this has been, and a disappointment. This is the way they sit right now. Let's take a look at the first minute at the bell to see what they were doing. All right, there goes the bell. And you can see they're jumping quick. These are moving around. It's looking like it's going to be a good day. We got the greens backing up here. But look at the percentages. Nothing is really going anywhere. Now we're losing most of them. And we are about halfway through it. Now we got one jump. Oh, it's gone. Look at that. You see how fast that went up and back. It went to 9% and fell off the board. All right, that is halfway right there. That's 30 seconds into it. And I got to tell you, folks, after the first minute, this did not do well at all. This was not a good day. The trades were up. The volume was up. But, look at the volume over here. Look at how many shares are trading in the very first minute. And we are now coming down to the last 5 seconds right now. And that's how she basically finished. There we go. That's how she basically finished. And the rest of the half hour was not all that great. Take a look at this. See? That's the way it ended. Not good at all. Now, we'll take a look at these, see what we ended up with. All right, over here, I have a 5-minute chart. This is how I look at it the night before. And I'm looking at these two bars, looking for some strength, green, fire, water. I want all of this to look strong. Over here is our minute chart. Now, this is how I trade during the day. Now, let's get this all to the same color. We're on the wrong chart over here. There we go. So this is the minute chart. And I watch this when I am selling because I want to see every single minute because I'm making decisions based every minute. So we saw that it had jumped. You can see it went from a low, bump, 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 straight up. Volume was increasing all the way up. MACD, everything looked good. Well, when it opened up, it fell immediately. So that was not going to show up on our chart. We weren't going to jump into this if you were looking at this for the first minute. Even in the first minute after it fell, No recovery bounce here. The second minute it fell. It did bounce back and then back down. This was a total mess. All right, looking at HMPQ. This was what we saw yesterday. You can see the volume was climbing again, bouncing up, volume very strong at the end of the day. It did take a quick bounce at the very start of the day, came back down, fell down. Again, if you are waiting for the first minute to see what's going on, you're gauging what's happening. The second minute, you're making your decision. You've seen what's moved to the top. You see what is bouncing. This would not have been a play. All right, Fern. Fern, I was liking yesterday. The setup on it looked really good. This 200 shows that it was coming up. Now, it has this sort of slow arch to it, I admit. At the end of the day, though, we had a lot of volume. Boom, boom, boom. 3 jumps up. It looked good. We did get that initial bounce in the morning. It did go up in the first minute. We got all the way up here to 15, which isn't all that much. It's at 14.5. So it went to 15, immediately fell back down, and it wasn't staying up. As you can see, this was not even a full 3% gain right here. So you would have seen this in the first minute. You'd have seen it come down. Maybe you would have got in. I don't think there was enough here to excite anybody. So Fern turned out to be a bust as well. Eyeless looked good yesterday, but again, the volume was falling. We had a hard time finding really strong stocks yesterday. Was not a lot of volume. Today is looking even worse. I hope something changes. Honestly do. You can see we had some pre-market, aftermarket activity, which brought it down. As soon as it opened up here, but fell all the way down there. That's what our 1 minute shows. Pow, pow, pow. Look at that fall, folks. Hit a low bubble here. Has gone sideways and is now starting to take off. But for us, this never showed up on the board. LTNC. Let's see. She had some strong growth right there. Boom, boom, boom. Now this looked really good. It did. You had everything setting up nicely. Everything was up on the rise the way it should. Coming over to the 1 minute look, you can see that it did open up, fell back down real quick, jumped again, went over and took a big fall. Now this is all in 3 minutes. This, you can see the volume was strong, but the price action jumped from what? About, well, it was actually all the way down here. So it jumped from 8.6 to about 9, came down. This play probably might have caught somebody coming in. Maybe. But again, this barely moved up and moved down so quickly you may not have had time, and it really didn't show any real serious punch. Again, another bust, another disappointment. Looking at CBBD, this is CBD Denver, a little company that does quite well, actually. They had a lot of growth. There was a lot of strength showing in the end of the day yesterday. Surprisingly, it opened up quick, fell down quick, and pretty much went sideways and down. I don't think this would have been up on the board, as you could have seen in the first 3 minutes. Nothing was exciting. I think I lost one there. FDBL. All right, looking at it from yesterday, is that right? That just doesn't look exciting, does it? Why would I have gotten in this one? Oh, I see. We were looking at this one because, as you can see, now I'm going to back out. I get the feeling that this had a long picture. Wow, a lot of volume here at the end of the day. I think we were looking, yeah, this is right. This came down and it made a very decisive turn. And that's what we were thinking was going to happen here, was that I think on the hour it was better seen. Yeah. Okay, so we were looking at it right here. And we seen this coming down and coming back up. And it looked like there might be a recovery. We were watching this more for a recovery, not as a MOMO play. So I think we lost one up here. It fell off, but again, it was a loser too. So as you can see, folks, today was not a good day at all. So far, this has been a bust. I don't think any of the plays looked sweet enough to get into. You saw the first minute. I mean, there was just nothing there. I'm not going to jump into a play at 1% and 3% gains. I'm looking for something that's picked up some momentum, and you can see the rocket blaring and the flame coming out of the bottom, and it just wants to go. Nothing looked like that this morning. All right, so there you go. There's our morning wrap up for September 2nd's plays to have on September 3rd. Come back this afternoon. We're going to do another search. Hopefully the day has some oomph. We get some power by the end of the day. It's Friday. This is going to make the search a little bit different because you got the whole weekend that can change the sentiment and change the market and even change a stock. So by Monday, things can be different. Look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Good luck today, folks.